What's going on, everybody? This is Joe again, and this is a beautiful Mother's Day weekend. And I realized I had not done a follow-up on the transmission on my truck. So it is back on the road. It does work. It's actually had 2 transmissions put in it, and I'll get to the story of why that had to happen. But first, a few small modifications that I've finally gotten around to doing. I added my Skyjacker steering stabilizer, 7,000 hydro, and the same on the rear shocks. And if any of you remember, I can't put them on the front because of the shackles that I used. They didn't change the mounting point, the distance from top to bottom on the front shocks enough for the longer shocks that I bought. So, but they work fine on the back because lift blocks were used. So I just need to undo my rigging on the front and put some actual 2-inch lift springs. These run pretty flat and actually kind of bend down the stock leaf springs. But anyway, transmission. Had a local guy do it. He and his father have done transmissions and general automotive stuff for years. The old man was actually doing hot rods in the 50s. They've built a lot of racing transmissions. They did beef up the internals and modernized it a little bit with the parts that have gotten better, been made better. And well, the original case in my transmission was worn out. The bearing for the tail shaft was spinning inside the case, and it had just worn the case out. So luckily for me, or at least I thought luckily for me, he had a case laying around, and he threw it and on there and put all the new rebuilt parts on it, and the truck worked great for a week. I drove it actually all the way to the top of the mountains up there. First time I've ever driven this thing all the way up. And by the way, it did use 15 gallons of gas going up and back, so it still sucks, the fuel. But towards the end of the week, I started having some shifting issues. When I would come to a halt, it would not downshift back into first gear. So I hit him up about it, and he took the truck back, and he said the first thing he did is he swapped the governor in it. That, he said, it worked for about 5 minutes, and it started doing the problem again. And then he put rebuilt a whole new valve body and put that in it. And that worked for a little bit, and then the problem reoccurred. And it was at that point he told me that he looked at his dad and said, now we're going to rebuild. So they built me a whole new transmission, got another case, and even though the internal parts that they had put in there were probably still good, they put all new parts in it. So the truck does shift now. I've had it for over a week. It's shifting like it's supposed to. Works really good. Still uses a lot of gas, obviously, but I'm going to probably go back to the same guy with my gear change. I'm going to try to, at some point this summer, make the switch from the 308s to 373s. He didn't recommend the 410s for the 700 R4 transmission, but the 373 was a pretty common gear too in a lot of these trucks, the 3/4 tons. So I think that's what I'm going to go with, and hopefully that will give me enough power pulling out and doing slow poke driving that it won't suck quite as much gas, because that's where most of my driving comes. So that's all I've got. It is on the road. It does live. It's actually been on the road for a little while now, so I'll check back with you all with a new video. Probably put up another video of the Odyssey before too long. I just need to figure out a way to mount this thing more rigidly. So till next time.